Hey everybody, my name is JoJo and welcome to the top 10 characters from Haikyuu. Now fair warning up front, we're only discussing characters from the anime as I haven't read the manga. Also no surprise here, but this list is subjective as we're talking about a series I absolutely adore. This is all simply one fanboy's opinion. That said, this list was incredibly hard to make since I basically love every character in this show, so let's just go ahead and dive in by starting with number 10. Number 10, Ryunosuke Tanaka. The hot-headed defender of Kyoko. There was no way I could keep Tanaka off this list. I had a really hard time narrowing down my favorites, and I really wanted to put another character from a different team on here, but I simply had to put Tanaka at number 10. There's almost never a gag that Tanaka shows up in that doesn't make me chuckle. He's loyal to his friends, even more loyal to his one-sided love, and he's one hell of a goofball. How could anybody not love Tanaka? At number 9, Kenma Kozumi. Kenma is the kind of character I feel a sort of kinship with, and if you've ever seen me on live streams or in any of my videos, that might seem strange to you, but outside of being with friends, I'm very much like Kenma. Just like yours truly, Kenma likes his space and is quiet and enjoys his video games. Kenma really only breaks out of his shell when he has his friends to rely on, and in that way, we're very much the same. If anything, I sort of envy Kenma despite being older than him. Kenma is just a laid-back, calm, cool, and collected kind of guy, and I really love him for it. At number 8, Toru Oikawa. What sort of Haikyuu list would be complete without the man himself? Oikawa had to show up on here at some point, right? He's Kageyama's former captain and one of the most dominating players in the entire series, and let's be real, the man is charming as all hell. He's my favorite of the main antagonists in the series, as I feel the other team star players just couldn't hold a candle to Oikawa's perfect mix of charisma and menace. Also, did I mention he's charming, and have you seen the man in glasses? I mean, hot damn. At number 7, Tobio Kageyama. One half of the series' main duo and one unnaturally gifted setter, Kageyama is just a straight-up volleyball master. He started off being a character I simply couldn't stand. I felt he was much too arrogant for his own good until you start to see him let his guard down and realize that in order to succeed, he has to trust his team. What started off as a co-worker relationship with his team eventually turns into full-blown brotherhood. Kageyama has some of the best development in the entire series, on par with my next pick. At number 6, Tsukishima. Who could have imagined that the biggest jackass in the entire show would end up becoming one of my most beloved characters? Kei was always a character I admired because of his smug attitude, which was a little bit easier to handle than Kageyama's, but it wasn't until Season 3 that I really started to see him shine. As far as I'm concerned, Season 3 belongs to Tsukishima. He just owns every scene that he's in, and his character journey has one of the most satisfying payoffs I've seen in a long time. Yeah, sure, he's a bit of a jackass, but hey, do you blame him? 'Cause Suki is awesome. At number 5, Yu Nishinoya. The shortest player with the biggest personality, Noya is probably one of the most fun characters to watch play in the entire series. He's constantly whipping across the court, saving Karasuno's bacon more than anyone else. His duo act with Tanaka leads to some of the funniest moments in the entire show, but I just feel like Nishinoya is a bit funnier. That's not to say my boy doesn't get his fair share of drama though. His relationship with Asahi in particular is heavy on the feels in the early part of the show. Noya is probably the real heart behind the team, as he rarely lets his worries show while he's on the court, riling up his teammates into playing even harder than they normally could. And I mean, come on, who doesn't love Rolling Thunder? At number 4, Tadashi Yamaguchi. My precious boy, it's Yamaguchi. I love Yamaguchi. I'm a sucker for underdog characters, and he certainly starts that way. Throughout the first half of the series, Yamaguchi is one scared baby crow, but by the end, thanks to his consistent training, strong resolve, and his expertise in the jump float serve, Yamaguchi is able to spread his wings and soar into the sky with the rest of his teammates. He's still struggling to keep up with his friends, but it's safe to say that he's well on his way. Yamaguchi is one of those characters that you legitimately feel proud of by the end of the season. At number 3, Koshi Sugawara. I honestly feel like most of us feel bad for Sugawara at moments, but we really shouldn't. Yes, it's gotta suck having a first year show up and steal your position on the team for a fair deal of games, but Sugawara is more than capable of besting Kageyama at times, and even better, he's able to work alongside him. More often than not in stories like this, characters in Sugawara's position would become bitter and angry, lashing out at the coach and the rookie, but it speaks volumes about Suga that he takes all of this in stride. He's kind-hearted, passionate, hard-working, and he never backs down. He's also a bit awkward, and, you know, that helps too. At number 2, Daichi Sawamura. He's the best freaking captain ever, and I will fight you on that. I almost don't even feel like I should explain this one. It's freaking Daichi. He's a character that exemplifies what it means to be a leader. He's strict when he needs to be, and even kind of funny when we see him trying to wrangle the team together, but he's also kind when we see the team on their downtime, or when he gets a second to talk with Michimiya, and by the way, yes, I do ship it like FedEx. Look, he's a badass and also a cinnamon roll at the same time. He's the best, okay? Well, almost the best. At number 1, Shoyo Hinata. Fight me on this. I don't care if he's the main character or if anyone feels like that's cheating, that Hinata shouldn't be on here. He should. Hinata is a legend. Without him, the whole team falls apart. Without Hinata, there is no Haikyuu. Much like a lot of my favorite characters, Hinata is an underdog and a bit of an outsider. When we start the series, Hinata is outside of the world of volleyball, but desperately trying to break his way in. Through an insane amount of hard work, passion, and even a bit of luck, Hinata slowly transforms into one of the best stars on a team of experienced players. He's Hinata Shoyo from the Concrete, and he's the #1 character in Haikyuu. Well, there you have it, everybody, my top 10 characters in Haikyuu. I hope you enjoyed this list, and if you want to see more from me, you can swing by my channel, JoJo Talks Too Much. And until next time, fare thee well, and have a lovely day.